My dear Father Hayes, I pray that this letter finds you well.
So Patrick, what were your first thoughts on the movie after all the years of waiting?
It was good. I mean, I was great. Tim was better than expected.
Wasn't he really though? I mean.
And Matt, how did you go being the three villains that all died miserably?
Yeah, it was good. I thought, out of all the actors at the end, everyone was represented well except my character. So everyone was inspirational. I had the text, so then.
And Tim, your scene was the very, very first scene we actually produced.
Yeah,
do you remember that day?
Yeah.
And you were there in your uniform and your shorts and
the amount of attempts we did at that scene were just very numerous. Very numerous.
Oh, it was the longest scene.
We got it in the end. But no, it was so beautiful to see it all come together. And bro, I'm an Irishman by blood, and
Are you though?
I am. And yeah, seeing this guy go on his Irish rant just tingles, bro, tingles.
Yeah. The music actually was good with that.
Yeah.
In fact, I never thought I'd have you in a scene that almost made me tear up.
Tears were streaming.
Which first scene?
Of cringe or?
Of your first
not
scene?
cringe, probably.
Yeah, no, cringe. No, of our first scene together.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot
That was so robotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, never watch.
Whoa.
Never watch your own acting. Never watch your own acting.
No.
Yeah.
Peter, as an innocent bystander, what did you think?
Oh, it's hilarious to see that Sammy just grew
Oh, yeah.
a lot throughout the movie. It's really well put together.
Yeah, there's one scene where he's here.
Oh yeah, he's Blaze as well, but I guess he doesn't really grow much in the movie.
Yeah. Sammy, were you I guess you were there the whole time it was being made, so you didn't. Are you happy that it's out finally?
Yeah, no,
after
it
6,
took a long
5,
time.
4 years.
Just say it, you were epic.
No, it took a long time. I never actually thought it would get finished.
Sam, you need to actually grow that moustache of you with the suspenders when you're talking to Father Terry.
I have before.
That looks really good. The haircut, the moustache, the suspenders.
Oh, you just...
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, just one thing. So you played 3 different villains.
Yeah.
And they were all pretty, despicable.
Oh.
One, obviously... So which one do you think you enjoyed more? The really evil one or the really humorous one?
I enjoyed the evil one because I got to shoot that guy there. No, actually, definitely Philip was, without a doubt, Philip McKernan was the funnest to act just because that character is, the audience is going to just be looking at him in a disgusting manner, and I just thought, I can have some real fun with this character. How can I make a character that's so pathetic, but kind of humorous at the same time, so people can just, when he does die at the end...
Oh, wait, you were acting?
Oh, you beat me to it.
I think with your 2 main characters, so there was another guy who was kind of sub. The third guy, he wasn't really around very long.
I don't even know who's the third guy.
The third guy who got the next priest and then he had his face on the log. But I think the difference between those 2 villains was the first guy, when he got shot in the head, everyone will be like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But when the next guy dies, everyone's going to be disappointed because he's the best character because he's so funny.
I
think
personally obviously it's not good that the guy died, with the, probably in not good conscience, but I think it makes the story make more sense. The person who's a traitor gets the justice in the end. I think that. And
the shot of the hand with the blood on it.
I thought that was cool.
Well, actually, that was my original idea. I wasn't sure if you were going to put it in, but it actually kind of worked. I'll see if people pick up on the symbolism. But
I think the blood was actually leftovers from Patrick's, and so it was about a year old. So we had to remelt it, and it was just really gross.
I remember scraping mold off the top layer.
oh yeah.
Nice.
You were the 3. You were 2 cops, I think.
Yes.
And I remember.
So you only played him once.
Yeah. We had to pull your collars up because you couldn't stop smiling. So
Yeah.
Stop. He was 3 cops.
3 cops.
The one way shooting up the house.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I was super proud
And
of
the
him.
last one who only said
Pity Jason's not here, but he was in one scene.
Oh yeah.
That one scene, and you saw his evil smile.
One of the best scenes, I reckon, is when Charles comes up as the British officer and
Yeah.
throws the 2 hats on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
actually
good.
great.
And because he's so
That gives
on me
me
as
the
well, but
cringe.
just that drop
Drop it,
with
bush
that
ranger.
smile. That smile is just
Charlie
I've won.
And
Yeah.
I think the other thing is
Yeah.
some movies they give too much information,
Yeah.
and sometimes when you give something which gives a bit of a clue what happened,
Yeah.
and I think people say try and leave as much to the imagination of the audience as you can.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they will probably paint a better story in their head than anyone can ever do with the camera.
That's actually true.
So-
That's right for some things. Yeah.
Did anyone find any of that confusing, or do you think it was?
I would actually say that was the only thing that actually broke the.
What was confusing?
how many characters were played by each actor.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like
It was actually done well. It wasn't necessarily immersion breaking so much as immersion breaking by confusion.
Yeah,
Every time I saw Ben,
Yeah.
I was like, which one's this again?
yeah.
But he's the easiest because he's got a beard or not.
Yeah, no.
It's kind I kind of maybe it's because I was involved. I actually found it easy to follow.
You eventually catch on. About halfway through the movie, you kind of catch on. And
You just see who's wearing the cop coat or not, who's dying.
I basically caught on at that point. I can't remember where it was in the movie where every actor had the name come up on screen. I think. Oh, that was in the end.
I think this movie is going to be really good insight for any American watchers. An insight into Australian culture, because we've got plenty of Australian bush rangers like Ned Kelly who were Catholics and are rising up against the British police. So I think it's a really good kind of history story as well.
So you have a lot of relatives and stuff who are all Irish. Do you think they would like this?
Possibly,
like,
yeah.
will you go back and spread it around as much as possible?
Yeah. Well, we don't want to excite them too much because we might start another Irish uprising. And,
As long as you tell them
you
that
know.
it doesn't.
Well, you got to have that scene in the movie. That's what the scene in the movie.
Yeah.
That scene where Ben gets the gun and slaps on the table, I'm like, yeah!
So Tim, the whole time were you like, yeah, and then right at that scene where it's like it's wrong, were you just totally deflated?
Yeah, look, when Father Terry in the movie, he goes, look, it's not good, I'm just like, oh, okay, fine.
And there you go. See,
Okay.
we have just diffused the situation.
Yeah.
Father Terry's obviously the hero of the story because he's the hero because all the chaos is happening, but he's just doing what he's meant to do. He knows that even though you might be tempted to do things like the violence or whatever, it's like he's just got his head down, there's no point doing that. And just, sticks at his job essentially.
Yeah.
So he's definitely the best. He's got to be the best character
Yeah.
of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Even if it's not as exciting, but in terms of who was actually the hero of the story, it has to be Father Terry.
I think also it's probably good for some people because not many people get this and then get told that hey, the dudes who are shooting aren't the good guys.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit of a reality check for some people who have this.
And I like as well how you can tell that at the beginning, the guys who become the bush rangers at the beginning, it's like, yeah, let's go. But as it progresses, you can see how it's having a toll on them.
You can see.
Even to the point where it's like, even if they're still living, you can tell that it's not good.
You can kind of see that it's a downhill path.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you have any favourite characters in the movie besides yourself?
The character the bush ranger that Ben played.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was my favourite character, I reckon. Let's call it this flag, Blaze. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, the bush ranger that Ben played.
So Jude. Hi Peter. Were you satisfied with the outcome of this movie? Was it what you wanted it to be?
Well, I think anyone, when they do anything, and Matt, you probably agree with this, whenever you do anything, you're oh my gosh. I guess you always aim for something. It never gets that high. Like, you're never actually satisfied, I think. So, I mean, I'm definitely satisfied with the outcome. Although there was a lot more that was going to happen, so I'm satisfied with where it is.
But we have to cut it short.
I mean, any work you do, you're never satisfied with. Like,
yeah.
That's true, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure I'm not,
Drew's just a bit insecure about whether he's the failure or not.
The thing is, when you're making a movie, you have all these dreams, but then other people have to do stuff, and they're just not reliable. I'm totally joking. No, the actors all surpass, except you.
And I think we should also just say that, especially Ben Sutherland,
He
who
was
gave
I think Ben,
a lot of time.
Ben actually gave a lot. I think he's actually he was the one who gave the most.
Matt did a lot as well.
Came
The most method acting.
Yeah, but you see Ben's almost in every second scene. Basically, there's two different main characters, and they were two different characters, and he still slotted into each one.
Beard on, beard off.
Beard on, beard off.
Yeah.
Which scene that you acted in of the three did you enjoy the most?
Well, the only one I remember is the last one.
So you the one here?
Out there.
You remember the one here when you were here and we had everyone?
Oh, vaguely. Oh, yeah.
Or the outside one with Darius?
No, I think the one where we were outside, because that was kind of short.
Yeah, we did that one pretty quick, didn't we?
Yeah.
So, Sam, how are we celebrating tonight?